late now. We're too deep in. They're opening the door now.
Hi, welcome to Lights, Camera, Nothing. Today, we're going to be telling you the scariest story you've ever heard in 10-second intervals each. So the point of this is to tell a scary story. We've each written down a title to a story. We're going to take turns. There's going to be a beep every 10 seconds, and we'll switch back and forth. It's like that one-word thing that people do, but hopefully more than one word comes out in 10 seconds.
It's 3 words.
Oh.
Usually. 3
Okay.
words each
I can't take it.
to do the story.
I've chosen specifically to do this because it makes her really mad when people do this and doesn't go the way that she's planning.
Well, yeah, there's like this certain way where it could go like very beautiful story and be a masterpiece, and then somebody throws in something stupid and then just destroys it all.
I'm
And then
that
it just
somebody.
it sounds like gibberish then. I don't like it.
Okay, so
Yeah.
she's gonna close her eyes, and I will with a like I said, the point is to try and keep it to my story, not hers. So I'll be steering towards the title I've written, and she'll be steering towards the title she's written, and we'll see what garbage comes out. So mine is called. Okay.
Alright, close your eyes then. There we go.
Alright, and of course, we are in the graveyard, but we'll add some ambiance, maybe some lightning, maybe some rain, blood, maniacal laughter, or why do you start with moo?
It's not moo, it's muh.
Mwah.
M-U-A-H.
Mwah.
Muh.
Mwah. Mwah. Ha ha ha. It's my maniacal laughter. Alright,
Okay.
so I forgot to grab a coin. So we're gonna rock, paper, scissors for who goes first.
Okay.
Okay, how do we do this? 1, 2, 3, shoot?
Yeah.
Alright. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot!
My nails are too long now to actually put inward.
Alright.
I can't close my fist.
Are you preppered?
No.
Well, it's too late now.
Yep.
It's go time. So I'm gonna start this and then
This is giving me anxiety.
I will start the story.
Okay.
It was a dark and stormy night. It was a Tuesday, and a group of teenagers had gathered, having all received
Oh. Received a warning about. Oh, damn it.
about
It's anxieties.
a house that was abandoned in the woods that they were never to go to. So of course, being teenagers,
They. This time limit is too much for my brain. They is all I got. So one word. See? One freaking word.
do you want to start over?
No, it's okay. What's the story with right now?
There's a group of
There's a group of
teenagers
teenagers.
in an abandoned house in the woods, and they, after it beeps, you can go.
Wait. No, what did they say?
They were warned not to
they
go
were
there.
warned not to go there.
And then they decided,
So the
being
house
teenagers,
is in the woods.
yes, unless otherwise spoken.
So wait. Okay, I guess.
Okay, you're good?
I think so.
Okay.
Did it screw up our time?
No.
Okay. They had to find out what.
Happened in that house. Because teenagers have no sense of what they're supposed to do and what they're not supposed to do. So they all gathered up their belongings and got in a van.
And drove down the road towards the farm that the abandoned house belonged on. Just words. I'm screwing this up so bad.
Now the farmer had been missing for 3 years, and the farm was also abandoned.
The farmer is home. I don't know.
Was near the road. The teenagers stopped their van, got out, and said to each other, "Hey man, this is the farm that
This is the farm where that farmer went missing. The house sat in the middle of
the woods close to the farm." So the teenagers parked their van at the farm, and wait, I started to say they got out. Anyways, they're going to the house.
See, this is hard.
I think it beeped, but I'll keep going. So they made their way towards the house in the woods. They got closer and closer.
The house had a bunch of corn stalks surrounding it in the woods.
Because the farmer had planted corn all over the place, because he's a lunatic. They went up to the door, and they found it unlocked. So they opened...
The teenagers were confused as to... this is a really bad story.
It is.
Oh my god. I don't even know what's going on. Maybe we should have done longer than 10 seconds each.
We can start over. We can do 15.
No, it's too late now. We're too deep in. They're opening the door now.
See, you know what's going on.
Yeah, but I can't steer it back to my thing. I just can't. Okay.
It just has to match your title. It doesn't have to... Maybe you have to adjust your story.
I do have to.
I am driving this story. Definitely.
Yes. Okay. I don't even remember the name of mine. Okay. I'm so sorry, everyone. This is horrible.
The scariest part of the story is us telling the story.
Yeah.
Alright.
This is what, just like the drunk history.
Jesus Christ.
We try to repeat this story.
Alright. Alright, you can go after the beep. The teenagers are opening the door to the house. I'm glad they don't have names. I have to remember stuff.
They opened the door and walked in and realized that... I'm trying to stop my words before it gets to it.
They realized that the house was being lived in. It was run down and in disrepair. There was dust everywhere. But there were candles lit on the table.
Along with the candles were skulls of dead cats.
What?
Skulls of cats? I don't know.
Yeah, I have. It's really tough now because it was going along so smoothly for me, and now you've just like totally derailed my story. Skulls of dead cats on the table. Okay. Along with the dead cat skulls on the table, there was place settings for 4 people.
The teenagers realized that these must be the missing cats that the town people
were missing.
Okay.
Are you alright?
No.
This is gonna be so edited together.
It's...
This is gonna be slapstick. Okay.
Where are we now?
The town people were missing their missing cats. Oh, I can work with this. Okay. Along with the heads of cats on the tables, skulls, there were tails, legs, and other pieces.
Scattered around in a ceremonial fashion.
Like a dinner ceremony.
Like Thanksgiving.
Yeah! Hey, I'm telling the story. You stop. You screwed me up now. It's Thanksgiving. We're having cat. Okay, I think it's
Okay,
your turn.
when it
but-
beeps, no, it's your turn.
Okay.
Ceremonial.
The kids decided to not go any further into the house. They looked at the table. There was 4 of them. There was 4 place settings. Sit down. That's how horror movies start.
The teenagers went to turn around and leave, but they found that the door was now locked.
Being too dumb to open a window, the teenagers went back into the house. Looked
What
at
do
the
you mean they
table,
didn't get to leave the house because the door was locked?
Went back into the house.
They went to turn around to go, but they found that you can't sit it back. They never left the house.
No one said I was going to be grammatically correct. Okay, they didn't. Well, they turned back towards the table because they were facing the door. Dumb
They're
story.
turned inward further into the house then.
Inward further.
Inward further. Okay.
One of us took a creative writing class. It certainly wasn't me.
Ugh.
The teenager turned inward and headed back to the table. Stuff happened.
Some lights flickered on as they stood there in the entryway of the...
House. They heard a voice whispering down the stairs. It said, "Why don't you sit down?"
The teenagers were terrified, and they tried to run to the door again.
Teenagers have no attention span. That door is still locked. And they heard the voice again. "Why don't you sit down?" The teenagers looked at each other and said,
Ah! I don't know what to do! We must listen to the voice, I guess.
So the teenagers went and sat down at the table. As they sat down, their knives and forks flew into the air.
And circled around above them and came crashing down in front of them.
The teenagers said, "Well, that's new." Because they were hipsters. They're like, "Neat."
All of a sudden, I don't know,
In the center of the table, there was one of those thingies with a doodad on top. Cloche?
the serving thing?
Yeah, the serving thing.
The one teenager reached over and lifted the lid off.
Before they could get the lid all the way off, they heard the voice louder and said, "Why don't you sit down?" It seemed to be coming from the serving doodad that I don't know what it's called.
Frightened, the teenagers tried to stand up, but hands came out of the chair and locked them down.
Then
Got down on them.
the lid burst off. The thingy in the middle, I don't know what it's called. And there was the head of the farmer staring at them.
Why don't you stay a while, he said.
For dinner, we're gonna have me. There, that's an ending.
That sounds like an ending. Oh my god, that was
That was the
painful.
worst story I've ever told in my life, and I make up a lot of garbage a lot of the time. That was so good. I'd like to see the
I
title of your
am
story now.
so embarrassed. Okay, are we ready?
Are you?
Yes, that was a horrible...
We're gonna have a rematch. I sort of sprung this idea on her.
Yeah, and I'm
Sort of by
Coming
giving her
off
like
of,
several days notice.
allergy pill.
She's on allergy and pregnancy come down.
Yeah. So my brain is
Okay.
not fully working.
I totally won this, by the way. What was yours called?
Massacre of the Stolen.
Ooh. Oh, with the cats and stuff.
Yeah, but it wasn't supposed to be cats, it was supposed to be children.
Oh. I get that. Guess what mine was called?
Dinner is served.
Dinner is severed.
Oh, sever.
Ha 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 ha.
Well, they're kind of...
You know, they kind of go together, and we
Yeah.
have the same art style a little bit. Your writing's neater than mine. This is me trying extremely hard.
That's horrible.
Normally it looks like a prescription. So, have a great Thanksgiving. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We will do this
Well,
again.
Canadian people have a good Thanksgiving.
You think Americans can't have a good
Because-
Thanksgiving?
They don't have theirs until November.
Well, I can say it now.
So, happy early Thanksgiving wishes
Better than
to
late.
everybody else who does not.
And to all of our subscribers
do it
out there,
work.
thank you. We appreciate all 23 of you.
23, thanks. Slow and steady. We do love you. Thank you.
Alright, we're out. Bye.
Bye. That was horrible.